以下節目內容純屬主持及嘉賓個人意見，與本台立場無關。
上集嘅節目，卓飛提到一個夢想之旅，究竟呢個旅程有咩咁神秘呢？而喺呢個旅程裏邊，將會見到啲人又有咩咁重要嘅呢？阿 Neil 又話100% 可以見到 UFO， 又係唔係真嘅呢？今集卓飛同埋 Neil 會預先帶你哋去預覽 UFO 夢想之旅。
歡迎收聽 MJ13， 我係你嘅節目主持卓飛。咁咧今日咧就見到阿 Neil， Mr. Neil Gould 喺度 Exopolitics 嘅 Neil， 咁大家都應該好熟悉嘅 Neil 啦，唔需要再多介紹啦。咁樣，咁咧今日咧就上個星期就係 MJ13 嚇，即係都已經開咗，都即係終於開始啦嚇。咁啊，今集咧就好緊要啦，因為上次咧我哋開咗個尾咧，就開咗一件好大件嘅事嘅，就話俾大家聽，就係話我哋有一個嘅旅程啊，我哋嚟緊有一個旅程，就可能係會去呢個美國啦嚇，咁啊帶大家去睇其他好多唔同嘅嘢啦，咁所以我哋今日咧就有阿 Neil 喺度啦，咁啊順便我哋講下我哋嘅路經嗰啲地方嘅一啲故事啊咁樣。咁原來有好多嘢大家都唔知嘅，即係需要俾大家知道個旅程入邊有啲咩喺度。咁但係咧先講個節目開始之前咧，咁跟住咧我哋先講一樣嘢。上次如果有啲心水清嘅咧，上次阿 MJ 嗰本書咧就冇講過點樣送嘅，因為上個禮拜就唔記得咗講點樣送，所以咧今個禮拜都會講翻點樣送嘅。好啦，點樣送咧？個題目咧呢本書嘅題目咧就係阿 MJ 佢用咗幾耐時間去畫呢本書咧？咁其實喺節目嗰度都講咗噶啦。咁大家咧揾到個答案之後咧，即係如果可以聽翻啦嚇，揾到個答案之後咧，就可以 post 翻上去我嘅 Facebook 嗰度，咁就喺我 Facebook 嗰度 post 出嚟咁就得噶啦。咁然之後咧，我就會佢有4本定3本咧，咁我會揀翻邊幾本係最早答到，或者唔係應該話抽籤啦，抽到邊幾本係答到咧，咁就可以攞到呢本書啦。好啦 ，Neil，welcome to MJ13。
Thank you, Cheuk Fei. It's a very great honor to be back again.
Yes.
I'm just back from Thailand, so I should be rested.
Yeah, really tired, huh?
Always tired, Cheuk Fei. You know, I'm always tired.
You're always tired when you come here. 佢成日咧嚟親呢度咧都好攰嘅。好啦，咁啊，今集咧我哋講緊嘅嘢就係講咩咧？我哋係會講緊我哋呢個今次呢個旅程啦嚇。咁啊 ，Tell me anything special? Did you see any special thing in Thailand?
No, the only thing we saw in Thailand was the launching of the Chinese lanterns.
Oh yeah.
That people mistake for UFOs.
Oh, 嗰啲孔明燈 they put a little candle in there.
Candle, it's this big.
About this big.
And they light them and they go up. And when they're right above your head, they look like a UFO.
Oh yes, with a cross in the middle.
With a cross in the middle. But when they get high enough and there's 5 or 6 then people go, oh, look at the UFO. And then the wind moves them whoosh fast across the sky.
Yeah, I saw a video from someone filmed something like that in London.
Right.
Like more than like 500 this kind of lantern, flying from some area,
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of them flying on the
Right.
sky, and people filming it, and they thought that there was UFO.
Correct. People get mistaken, but they are a very, very dark orange color from the flame. So you can see immediately it is not a UFO.
Yeah, you see the lights is something like blinking.
Just remember, only about 5% of what is reported is not really explainable. And out of the 5%, maybe a few percent can be explained. But when you're down to 3%, there's no explanation.
OK，我等一陣間，我有一條片要 share 俾啲聽眾朋友睇嘅，就亦都睇俾埋阿 Neil 等阿 Neil 睇下究竟係咩嚟。During the break time, I'm gonna show you a video, which is the audience bring it to me yesterday, and it was in the daytime that she filmed, with a video. She video a aircraft. This is a plane. It's an airplane anyway. It's flying in the sky. It's daytime. And then when she zoom out, and suddenly in the middle of the sky, which is no cloud at all, and there's a white dot. It just appeared in the middle of the sky.
Right.
In 1 second, and then it's gone.
Okay, I'll be happy to have a look.
Yeah, you have a look and give some comment, during
Yes.
the break time. 好啦，咁啊，陣間休息時間，我俾佢睇完之後，先再俾大家睇啦吓。Okay, now today we're gonna talk about the tour.
Right,
But
good.
You're exciting, everybody exciting about
Look,
the tour.
I'm very excited. And, Cheuk Fei, the reason I'm excited is because all these years I've had special experiences. And I've always wanted to share this experience, or these experiences, with people who are really dedicated in this field, people who have an open mind and want to learn, because this adventure that we're going on, I'll be able to give professional, if you like, teachings, exopolitical teachings, so people can learn and understand and come back and explain to others. This is the key point.
And that is the reason why you're so exciting.
I'm very excited. I told you. I didn't think I was going to do this, but after sort of we were talking, and everybody said, "I want to see a UFO. I want to see a UFO." I have no problem to show you a UFO because I feel that when I'm in the United States and I'm with Jake, and both of us, our experiences. You've seen the film of Jake. You can play it. When you finally put the program out where he brings the UFOs in for his friends. Well, I can do the same, and we will do it. So you don't worry. As long as it's above, as long as the skies are clear, and in this part of the world, 95% of the time, the sky is clear. All the people who come along on this experience, I can assure you, they will see these UFOs.
Remember the phone conversation we have last
I remember. You called me, but I just woke up.
上個星期，即係如果聽眾可以睇翻下，我 Facebook 都 post 出嚟。上個星期咧就我有一日咧就係佢一早晨早，佢啱啱喺泰國翻嚟咧，我打電話俾佢啊，就問佢喂點啊咁嗰啲嘢，咁跟住我就問佢個電話就係即係你係咪肯定啊？咁佢就話肯定，咁佢係講肯定有100% 見到，咁即係呢個大家可以聽翻啦。咁即係話俾大家聽，其實咧。Neil 講咗好多次係100%，100%，
110 no cloud 110 how about that
110%嗱佢講啊 you sure
I have,
absolutely sure
I
again
have
I have
problem.
to ask you again
we have done this many times before we are using the CSETI protocols we're using consciousness we have already passed on to the ETs the coordinates the GPS coordinates.
So are you saying they knew?
They know already. They know. But if it's cloudy, they will not come below the cloud base because people freak out. They will be above the cloud base. You'll see them.
Okay.
I'm going to take a film of your face when the first one comes over.
You know. The reason I keep on asking, like what the phone conversation said. That people are paying 55,000 to come to follow us.
We are all paying 55,000.
Yeah.
If you want to go to America and you want to fly and you want to have convenient travel between cities and to get to these strange paranormal places, some places people don't want to go. We are going there. You'll be showing some clips of my experience
Yes.
with non-humans. So you have to understand, to put together something like this and share it makes it cheaper for everybody.
Yeah.
We cannot, there's nobody who can do this kind of experience.
Exactly. This is probably the first time. No, it's not probably. I'm sure this is the first time.
It's the first time. You have, look, I'm a professional exopolitician. I'm qualified. All the people and the top researchers in the States are my colleagues from the Institute. My colleagues will work with us. Where can you get this chance? This is what I'm sharing. After all this time, I've decided to do it. You always ask me, why don't you, take people CE5 and do this and do that? Okay, now I do it.
Yeah.
with the professionals, right standing next to them.
What I keep on asking, the reason is people paying 55 and come with us and join us. Of course, we are all paying as well, but they're paying 55. Some of the people they may have to rob the bank to come to follow us. If we cannot show them anything, we better have a bulletproof vest ready. You know what I'm talking about.
We don't want people to rob banks. We don't want people to get upset, emotional. But the point is that, some of these experiences that I've had, and you'll be showing the film of my encounter with a human alien, of course there are certain people who want to go. And if I don't do it at least once, and I'm sure I have to do it once, then they'll never have this kind of chance,
係啦，我都覺得佢講得好啱嘅，即係呢個係即係唔好講話大家參加嗰班人，即係未必可能係即係一次機會，因為我哋暫時只係會搞一次，我哋亦都唔知道有幾多人會嚟。咁但係我覺得我哋一生中應該係要有一次要去做一件事，係為自己夢想去做。咁 this is probably the only time, so only chance we have.
Yeah, I mean it's not easy to coordinate everything in America.
No.
Everybody's busy,
我要話俾大家聽，阿 Jake 咧，阿 Jake 呢個要真係要解釋俾大家聽嘅。其實咧，我哋今次有呢個計劃咧，係要好多謝阿 Neil 個仔仔阿 Jake Gould。點解咧？因為咧佢自己揞荷包去安排咗好多嘢俾我哋嘅，包括嗰啲 deposit 啦，例如有啲酒店啊，我哋有啲活動啊咁樣，甚至要邀請啲專家嚟啊，咁或者嗰啲食啊、搭車嗰啲咧。Jake take his own pocket, the money from his own pocket.
Well, he had to do that in the beginning. Otherwise, how can he hold, seats and take a chance on the airline and hold for the hotel and hold, some of the researchers are very busy. He's invited, we'll be talking about who these people are, the top researchers. We've invited them to come with us into Sedona and to do workshops. Well, I mean, if he doesn't at least put a deposit down, then the people waste their time. They off to do conferences and all sorts of stuff. But because we're Exopolitics, we're in the same institute, they are really bending over backwards to help us. I just want to say one thing. In Hong Kong, to this date, what have we had? We haven't had that much exposure to the real essence of UFOs, exopolitics, and ufology. There's no groups in Hong Kong or people in Hong Kong who are really able to offer face-to-face with UFOs and with the top researchers in America and to go to these places. So I'm going to do it.
So compare with all the others. Area 51 is only advertised.
Appetizer.
It is nothing.
It's something. It's something because it's during the workshops we'll explain to the people more about Area 51 than you will hear in Hong Kong. Of course, I'm not going to talk openly because I get into some trouble on some of the stuff. But I will talk openly when the people are there face to face about Area 51 because, of course, we have people that I talk to who, let's say, closely associated or have been associated with the area. And we'll explain to them certain things that go on there. Yeah, we'll do that, but we can't you can't go public. Look, you can see Edward Snowden, the whistleblower.
Yes.
He's now running to Russia and running to Venezuela and trying to get asylum because he's exposed the NSA spying on everybody's telephone calls, everybody's email. Before you even, the other guy get the email, the NSA already got your email.
Yeah.
So these are the whistleblowers. In Exopolitics, we have many whistleblowers. Where do you think I get my information? You understand? And now you're seeing Edward Snowden surfacing. Julian Assange, who's hidden in the embassy of Ecuador in the UK, another whistleblower. And they're talking about UFOs, but you never see it reported.
No, I saw the TV. 呢個係要講講。
I'm going to be telling you about the UFOs.
OK， 我今日要講講就係今朝早睇新聞咧，呢個斯諾登啊，即係呢個 Edward 咩啊 ？Edward Snowden 啊，個斯諾登，佢爆嗰啲料都仲係講緊新聞報導都仲係講佢爆 NSA 嗰啲嘢，但係其實佢有啲 UFO 嘅嘢爆出嚟，喺新聞到依家呢一刻都我哋錄影呢一刻佢都冇講㗎。即係但係網上都係揾到啲資料嘅，佢係爆緊呢啲嘢，即係連維基解密都係爆緊呢啲嘢，但係新聞係完全唔敢提㗎嚇。OK，
he's a hot potato anyway. Carry on.
Yeah. Okay, we focus on the tour. Okay. We still a lot of Hong Kong people, or a lot of audience from MJ13, they don't know anything about Sedona. What about Sedona? Well, when I mentioned Sedona to New Age people, you know, the people who is really spiritual person, you know, the New Ager. When I mentioned about Sedona, they all say, "Oh, I want to go." 即係我同所有嗰啲新時代嗰啲人咧 ，New Age 嗰啲人講話，我哋唔係可能啊，我哋安排緊係去呢個塞東拿 Sedona 呢個地方，有啲人譯做塞多納啦嚇，咁我自己就譯佢做塞東拿。When we mentioned about Sedona, and then people of the New Age, they said, "I want to go." What is so special about this place?
Oh, Sedona is very, very special. It's special for many reasons. Well, one reason is that the ground is full of the sand. The ground deep down is full of mineral. It's red because it's got like iron, you know, maybe copper, who knows, inside. But more important than that, it is very, very rich in crystals. And these crystals, right down deep into the ground. And these crystals resonate, obviously. They resonate and they create some kind of energy, which are associated with two things. One is healing, and the other is supposedly assisting the creation of interdimensional portals.
Say that again, slowly. Right. It creates a dimensional portal. It helps with the processes. There are other reasons why we have portals there, but the crystals are probably the very reason why the portals are in Sedona. What do you mean portal? Explain more about portals. What kind of portal?
A portal
connect to where?
A portal is basically a connecting point between this dimension, this vibrational frequency where we are, and other vibrational frequencies. For example,
you mean in others, in the sense in different dimensions?
In different dimensions. For example, if you have a radio, you listen to FM. FM is coming out of the radio here.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you also have shortwave coming out of the same place.
Yes.
All the radio waves are interlayered in one place. The portal is like the radio. It connects the different frequencies.
Yeah.
So you have other realities in the same place with beings maybe vibrating at a higher frequency that want to come here. And in order to come here, they come through a portal. They need a special kind of mechanism.
So let's simply say it's like a tunnel.
It's like a tunnel.
Or like a connecting point.
It's a connecting point. It's a convergent point between two areas. It's like if you've got a long balloon and you squeeze the middle. The portal will be the little hole in the middle. Connecting this side with this side.
Okay. So it's basically, it's connected to the other dimension.
It's connected to the other dimension, and it's really has a lot to do with the crystal deposits in the ground. Definitely has a lot to do with it.
嗱，我用講到啊 ，let me explain a little in Cantonese, is people more easy to understand。嗱，即係阿 Neil 講緊呢個所謂嘅 portal 咧，就係因為佢地底有好多嘅水晶啊 crystal 啦，係會影響到個 portal。portal 咧就係一個我簡單啲去講，當係一個隧道或者一個入口啦。咁就係我哋而家呢個空間，我哋而家震緊呢個震頻啊。嗱，如果未理解就理解啦，唔理解就唔理解啦。而家呢個我哋空間有好多嘅我哋嘅頻率嘅震動就係呢個空間，另外一個頻率嘅震動咧就係另外一個空間，但係兩個空間可能對疊咗嘅。而家呢個所謂嘅 portal 咧就係兩個空間中間 connect 咗，即係連接咗個地方就係嗰個 portal 啦。But we can see the portal, or we can just feel the portal, or
Okay.
How can we be so sure?
Okay, well, first of all, you don't feel a portal, okay? But in Sedona, where we will be taking everybody is to a place called Bell Rock.
Bell Rock,
and there are other various rock formations, and there's like a loop like this, an area of space between the two rocks, and in the middle is the portal. Now, people like Tom Dongo, who people will be meeting, have photographs of these anomalous lights.
You mean like orbs?
And orbs coming through that very area. Okay? Coming through from nowhere into somewhere.
You mean the portal is like a fixed location, or it just bounce everywhere?
It's a fixed location. It seems to be a fixed location. But it seems in Sedona, there's not just one portal. There seem to be many portals.
So are you saying when we get there at October of this year, when we get there, we can see where the portal is?
We can show you where the portal is,
and
the local Indians, okay, the local Indians can explain to you about the portals. But more than that, there's a healing mechanism. Now, when Jake and I were there a couple of years ago, we were warned that you would get some kind of feeling in your body. They say you have a masculine side and a feminine side of your body.
Of what side?
They call it a masculine, a male and a female part of your body, and one part tingles more than the other. This kind of thing. And what actually happens? It has some healing mechanism. Now, Jake had a big wart on his finger. So as we got close to the rock, his wart just fell off. It just fell off. It just fell off. And he looked at me and he said to me, "Dad," he said, "my wart has just fallen off." Because I didn't know what to believe. Not that I don't believe, but if you see something.
Is that the first time you went there?
That was the first time I went to that specific place. I'd been to another part of Sedona 20 years ago, before I even knew what Sedona was. I just, by chance, I happened to have a holiday somewhere near there. So the other thing is that you're supposed to feel on your left-hand side of your body a tingling, but I felt it on my right-hand side. Obviously, I'm wired differently, a tingling in the area.
Tingling in the sense?
Just kind of like pins and needles, feelings like butterflies going down the one side of my body.
Are you sure that is not illusion?
It may be. I mean, from my point of view, it might have been. I mean, I don't know. How do you know? You feel it subjective,
Yeah.
But you will see a lot of people there.
But Jake had the same feeling too?
He didn't talk about what feeling he had. He was just so surprised his wart.
Just fell off.
The thing fell off his finger. He was so surprised. And we were with that lady, Jenny, who owns that UFO shop.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, yes. She's become quite ill since then, so we may not get to see her. But she's a very exciting, adventurous lady.
Ill.
She got ill for other reasons in that area.
Okay.
There's other reasons. There's maybe kinds of reasons that maybe make you go the wrong way, Sometimes this kind of thing can happen. But generally speaking, as I say to you, portals and anomalous lights and a very strong feeling of energy, and you go to a little river nearby and you can see people are piling rocks and meditating in the area. It's very spiritual.
A spiritual area.
Very spiritual area.
No wonder when I talk to all the New Agers, they all say, I want to go. I want to follow.
They seem to connect with Gaia at that point. And, well, of course, very well my story in Sedona, it got really worse than that, because this lady Jenny was telling me for some time now that remember we were hearing these people were complaining all around the world of humming noises.
Oh yeah, the weird voice. Something like we heard from Russia.
Yes.
We got many video on YouTube that people hearing noises. The real huge noises. And Linda
Moulton Howe
do a lot of study on it, and she said the noise is just like coming from everywhere.
Yes.
In the middle of the sky.
Yes.
So that's why people think maybe a UFO. Those kind of like the voice, like a humming, terrible noise. People connect that into the end of the world.
Yes. Well, I spoke to Linda Moulton Howe when I was in the States 2 years ago, very briefly at a conference about what her research had shown on this, and she was just at the starting point of it. She hadn't come to any conclusion.
No.
And it was just after we left Linda, we went to Sedona, and of course I teamed up with Jenny, and we decided we'll go into the Sedona area, you can call it the desert if you like, and that's where the Bradshaw Ranch is. Now that's another whole story, the Bradshaw Ranch. I don't know if your listeners know about the Bradshaw Ranch.
They heard about Skinwalker Ranch.
It's same as Skinwalker Ranch. And anyway, that whole area where we're going is the same, exactly the same things happen there as happen on the Bradshaw Ranch. Same as Skinwalker Ranch. It's the same. The whole area has this potential, because people like Dongo have seen, for example, the blue man, the interdimensional man. We have a clear photo. Of a blue man.
I'm gonna show the photos on the video as well. People would know.
You can just see his ear doesn't have a hole in it, but he is an interdimensional being that came through the portal. Was there? We've had
from different dimensions. Here, but it looks as like a man.
Yeah, well, but because we are the standard blueprint, basically, of the universe. It's the most efficient shape.
Is that the reason why all the aliens have head and two hands and two legs?
Yes, the aliens that we are aware of. But of course, it just happens to be that the higher and more evolved a species is, the less need it has for a body, to the point it can make a body, it can shapeshift a body.
Yeah.
So it just works like that.
Okay, now we a few more minutes heading to the break. But before we head to the break, I want you to talk about that alien-looking guy. No, the human-looking alien.
Right.
That story. You show me the video clips, and we may show it to the people in Big Boys Club. About you have the video 2 years ago. You showed me the video 2 years ago.
I've kept it secret for a long time, but I mentioned it.
Why do you decide to show it to everybody now? I'll
tell you the truth. Because we had a lot of arguments in the family about this. A lot of internal arguments about this. Yeah, we had a lot of problems, a lot of arguments, because the being was. Look, we had a lot of problems about what the purpose was of this human-looking alien, and all this time, my opinion was that it was negative. Until Jake, who was totally unaffected when he saw and met the being, he was totally unaffected. He never gets scared. Until he finally gave me the idea of what the purpose was of that alien. And now I'm really so sorry for what my previous thoughts were.
Okay. Do you mind to tell me what is your original ideas about this guy? You drive in like 2 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah, pitch black in the middle of nowhere, scared.
In the middle of nowhere, and you drive with Jake and
Jenny and my daughter.
And your daughter.
Yes.
Go there. Your daughter never believed in UFO before.
And she never believed in UFOs until we arrived in Los Angeles, when 3 white and 3 red UFOs came over the airport, came past us, and like a hello, and flew off.
In the daytime?
In the daytime, yes, absolutely.
I freaked her out.
And she was very excited.
Very excited.
She was very excited.
And now she become a believer.
Well, she knows, because when we got to Las Vegas, they came again to say hello. And we got to Sedona, they were there all the time. And they followed. When I left Sedona, the UFOs followed Jake and Liat at night and followed the car all the way back from Phoenix back to LA.
You're not kidding.
I 100% swear to you.
Okay, then you drive in the middle of nowhere, in like 2:00 in the morning, totally black area. We
Yeah.
can call it the area like a desert.
Yeah, over a dirt road, bumping in sand
Okay.
in a
You
special
have to sit
car,
on
you know, boom, boom, boom. you
Right,
know.
a 4-wheel drive car and get there.
Because she said there was the humming noise coming from
The ground.
from the ground, and she said, Jenny, that there is a ventilation shaft, okay, where the air comes out the ground, hums and noises come out the ground, and it's a big hole. Okay, and you can show the video because we filmed it.
Yeah, I'll show the video in next section.
Right.
But you just get there.
And we got there.
Did you see the hole?
Well, what happened was we got there, and standing there at this in the pitch black is this thin,
This guy.
bony-looking person, very pointy. He had a balaclava on his head, and he's talking with a high voice like this.
Yeah.
Why is somebody standing 2
But
o'clock
you
in the
don't-
morning?
You don't see a car or anything.
I see a car. I see a black, like an old-fashioned,
Black car.
strange, very strange. Okay.
This is supposed to be his car.
Look, I'll tell you why it's strange. Because afterwards, when you spoke with Jake, we both argued about that car.
What about the car?
We both saw two different things.
Like,
He's saying it looked one way, and I'm saying it looks another way. He's saying it's one color, I'm saying it's another color.
but not only both of you there.
No,
But what
there's
about
three of
Jenny?
us.
What about
Well, Jenny,
your daughter?
I haven't spoken to Jenny since then to discuss the thing in detail. But her opinions are on the film. So we get to this place, and this guy is standing there, and he's putting out this very strong fear energy. Okay?
To
but
everybody.
by that time, Jake doesn't care.
Okay.
He gets out the car, and he goes down the hole.
Okay, this is very exciting, and we're gonna share more that experience when we come back。我哋轉頭翻嚟再聽埋佢剩翻落嚟嗰啲古仔啊，同埋仲要有片俾大家睇。嗰個人形嘅外星人究竟係咩樣嘅呢？陣間可以俾大家睇。好，我哋轉頭翻嚟唞個休息一陣，轉頭翻嚟第二節 MJ13，轉頭見。好啦，翻嚟第二節 MJ13啦，繼續有 Neil Gould 喺度，咁樣咧，正話聽呢個咁嘅安排咧，有視像咧，其實係好啲嘅，因為點解咧？即係我哋唔需要翻譯咁多，因為以往嘅翻譯咧就係阿 Neil 講完個英文個 English version 之後咧，我哋要揾人寫翻個英文版本，跟住再 translate 做中文，跟住再揾人配音錄翻出嚟，再剪接咧，咁嗰度咧講緊係一個禮拜一個月嘅工作量嚟嘅。咁而家咧就好簡單啦。咁阿 Neil 一講完英文咧，我盡量解釋到嘅或者盡量講到啦。咁但係有好多資料由佢講會好啲嘅咧，或者唔好咁煩躁不停喺度 repeat 咧，就有埋呢個中文嘅 subtitles。咁所以大家睇翻個 subtitle 咧，就可以聽到阿 Neil 講咩。嗱，我哋嘅 subtitles 咧，我嘗試咧係做咗咧係擺喺YouTube 入邊嘅。咁 YouTube 大家係可以即係你睇個 browser 嘅時候咧，其實可以揀翻個中文嘅字幕出嚟，咁就可以聽到或者睇到字幕啦。咁當然如果你英文好好嘅，我淨係聽阿 Neil 講嘢我都聽得明嘅咧，咁就最 perfect 啦。咁就唔使俾啲字幕遮咗啦。咁但係字幕我哋會做咗擺喺 YouTube 嗰度，咁所以大家撳翻咧就可以睇到個字幕喺入邊噶啦。Okay, now we carry on with your adventure last 2 years ago.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, the scrawny-looking guy at 2 in the morning in the pitch black is standing there. How would you feel if you were frightened and
you feel scared?
In 2 in the morning and you go to a hole in the ground and there's somebody standing there and he's not scared and he's got his balaclava on and he's talking at a high voice like this.
Are you the only one who feels scared?
At this point,
yes.
My daughter and myself immediately got scared.
Yeah.
But Jake and Jenny started to get into the hole.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now this guy or this being didn't do anything threatening physically, but the energy coming out was aimed at us.
And try to scare you off.
Very, very afraid. So Jenny and Jake were down the hole, as you'll see in the film. And this is why I'm so happy that to talk about this experience, we can back it up with film. So anybody out there who wants to say debunk, we have it on film.
No, nobody say debunking so far.
People are like that. You know, there's some people like that.
Don't worry about people attacking. So
I don't care about people attacking.
What about? I'm so excited. Carry on.
Okay.
What about after Jenny and Jake go to the hole? And
so then the being comes forward, and he bends down and he goes, "Are you looking for the Bradford Ranch?" He's talking like that. "Are you looking for the Bradford Ranch in there?"
That is not a Bradshaw Ranch.
But why would somebody in the middle of nowhere come along, talking in a funny voice, walking like a crab, you know, funny,
walking like a crab?
He just seemed to be walking like this all the time. His movements were like this.
Is not normal.
Not normal. So let me tell you. So he said, "Are you looking for the Bradford Ranch in there?" You can see he's putting out suggestion.
But are you guys gonna go to Bradshaw Ranch after that?
No, he said, "Are you looking in that hole? Is the Bradford Ranch in that hole?"
That is not
stupid
Bradshaw
saying,
Ranch.
right?
Yeah.
But this is what would happen.
It's
now
just the same thing that people, if you're going to a door in the building and people asking you, "Are you going to North Point?"
Same.
It doesn't make no sense at all.
No. But even worse than this, my daughter said to me, "Dad, let's get out of here."
Oh, she was scared.
I was scared, but my duty as a father is to protect my son.
Yeah.
And my son was down the ventilation shaft, which is just a hole in the ground, which is supposedly the ventilation shaft for an alien base in the middle of Sedona.
You mean that underground base?
An underground base.
With the air coming out?
With the air and the humming sound coming out. This hole in the ground is supposedly connected to the enchantment resort where we will be taking the people on this tour.
You're talking about that expensive hotel.
It's expensive because it's to keep certain people out, because people like Dick Cheney, the American politicians, and these people for thousands of dollars a night go there. Okay, but that's another story. We'll come to that. Under the ground is allegedly this base. Could be human alien.
It's very dangerous. Could be in other cases of fusion.
Whatever. Look, I just tell you what would happen. I was afraid my son was down the hole.
Inside the hole already?
Inside the hole.
No.
Jenny was also inside the hole.
Did they say... Did they see anything inside the hole? Or is that a long hole?
They were still going in because it seemed to go down and I mean, I was standing outside the hole. I was already hit by this fear wave from the being. Already hit me. They were in there, and all of a sudden, Jenny, it hit her. And I remember she came up, popped her head up, and she looked at me, and I basically helped her out the hole.
Yeah.
And she said, "We got to get the hell out of here now."
She said that?
She said that to me. And I said, "I know, but Jake's down the hole." And I'm going, Jake, and he's not answering me, you know, because this is typical Jake. He's not scared of anything. And this is a problem.
I know.
This is a problem.
係嗱 hold on， 即係嗱，而家佢講緊嗰個經歷就係講緊佢入去嗰個山窿嗰度啊，即係嗰個山窿就係連接住一間好貴嘅酒店，即係我哋會去嘅呢間酒店啊，同埋就係講緊話直頭佢帶佢哋去嗰個叫 Jenny 嘅人咧，係入埋去嗰個山窿嗰度，而 Jenny 係。初頭都唔知咩事，但係入咗去冇幾耐，佢哋驚咧，就要話我哋要而家要走咁。Jenny was scared too,
terrified. Finally,
what in the middle? Suddenly, because she's on her way getting to the hole with Jake, and Jake is on the front, you know, walking in the front.
That's Jake. He's always like that.
There is no reason for Jenny to feel scared, and she certainly feels scared.
Yeah, because the energy, he put out the energy to her too.
He's trying to scare you off.
Wow. Finally,
only
by screaming at Jake,
did
I manage to get him to come backwards out the hole, stick his head out, and I said, "Get the hell out of there now. Come now." And my daughter's nearly crying. She's so scared. And I'm torn between having to run and my son in the hole. You know, you don't just leave your son in the hole.
No.
And Jenny's saying, let's get out now. This is not very good. I managed to be what we call in English assertive with Jake, like, you know, the final word, you know, before you hit somebody, you know, the final word, get out, you know. He gets out, he looks at me like, you know, what's the matter?
What?
You
You're
know?
so angry.
Yeah. And he knows very well that this is not normal situation. Okay? So he's standing there.
He said, you never do that to me since I was like 10 years old.
Right. But we know this area is where these beings, they come through these portals. They come through the portals, or they come from these bases. Or there's plenty literature you can read on Sedona about these beings. Now, what the big argument was over the years was I was always under the impression that this being
He's not a
was
good guy.
negative, was a bad. Was a bad.
Right.
Since then, Jake has said to me, Dad, you got it wrong. What he was trying to do was help you, to scare you, to get away.
I mean, he's actually helping you. Otherwise, if he doesn't scare you and you guys all go in there,
You'll
and
get
then
into trouble. And
get
this is
in
his
really dangerous situation.
But now, listen to this.
Yeah.
And this is really what really wraps this up. After
Yeah.
we got out,
Yeah.
I said to Jenny, because when I said to this being,
Yeah.
I said, where do you come from?
Normal conversation.
Normal conversation. He had a normal American accent. I said, where do you come from?
You talk to the being.
I talk
to the guy.
I talk. Eventually, I got my courage back, and I had to do something, you know, even film him, you know. And he said, I come from South Africa.
No way.
I'm South African.
No way.
I'm South African.
But he doesn't have the accent.
But he did then. And then I said to him,
He what?
he answered me in a South African accent. All the time he's talking American. I said to him in Afrikaans, the South African language. I said, I said to him like in Afrikaans, where are you from? Where are you from in Afrikaans? And he answered me in Afrikaans.
And?
He said, Ek is van Suid-Afrika. I am from South Africa. And then I said to him,
That could be a consequence.
okay. Jenny's next to me. She's American.
Right?
I said to him, where do you live now? And he
Right.
said, I live in Mount Shasta. That's where Jenny comes from.
No way.
And you can see in the film.
No way. No, you didn't film.
This being was reading our brain. This being was preparing us. This being was watching out for us. He was making sure we stay safe and get out the way. This is what this was about.
I don't see he answering you in the film, but I saw Jenny was freaked out when she walked back to the car.
She was terrified. You'll see in the film. She was terrified. And she said very clearly, isn't it strange how he knows where you come from and knows where I come from, kind of thing. And you can I don't mind you using these clips in this program. You can show people.
That is more than consequence.
It's more than a coincidence. Of course it's more than you're in Sedona. I mean, don't be surprised in Sedona if this kind of thing happens. So this is a very, very powerful experience.
So
And
what if we get there at the end of this year, October? Why? By the time we get there, we see the same guy standing there.
Well,
Are we going
I will still be scared.
Are we going to that whole?
We can find out. We can see,
If we can find out Jenny is still there, and she can probably bring us to that hole again.
Even there's a lot of things we can always find out. I mean, I've got Exopolitics connections and colleagues from our institutes all around the area. I can get anything I want. This is what I say to you. This is the only. We are literally. We are, you and I, the only chance that people have to get right up to the real life paranormal and UFO situation. There's no one in Hong Kong who can do this.
I keep on thinking. I've been hosting this kind of program for many years, and And this could be the chance, the only chance we can fly that close.
Cheuk Fei,
that close.
I have always said to you, you say, why don't you do CE5 in Hong Kong? Why don't you do
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why.
Hold on， 我經常都同佢講話，喂，快啲搞 C5 啦，因為佢都應承咗話會搞。咁 why we don't do C5 all these years?
Because I am really fed up with the politics in the UFO scene in Hong Kong. I'm not mentioning names. I'm not criticizing anybody in particular, please. I'm just telling you, as somebody who's a professional in the field, I just see groups of people following other groups of people. I want people in Hong Kong to wake up and think for themselves. Everybody here, your audience or other people's audience or anybody I'm talking about, has the power themselves to wake up and know and learn and discern. But we're getting people fighting people in politics. I can't operate and bring in CE5s into this kind of environment. But I will take you all out of this environment and show you.
So are you saying again and again and again, this will blow their mind?
This will blow their mind. And you know what? It'll stop people knocking exopolitics. You know, debunking exopolitics. It'll stop them debunking because they will
Why
see...
don't you do that earlier?
I don't have any passion for them, for this kind of politics here. I don't have any passion.
It's just only I bring out this issue and then bring out these two ideas and then you think
I think
that's
when
a
we
good
come
idea?
back, I think people are going to wake up because they're going to hear Hong Kong people talking about what they saw. And they're going to wake up pretty quickly, pretty smartly.
So this is going to be a real big noise that
It's gonna
whole
be.
bunch of people come back from the States.
Yeah, I won't have to open my mouth. They'll do all the talking.
Yeah.
And people will tell people.
Okay, let's get into a little break. So we will show you the video. 我哋而家咧就睇條片，睇正話阿 Neil 講緊嗰個人形外星人嗰條片啦。我哋轉頭翻嚟。
Where's Bradford Ranch?
Can I get
Just
up?
be underneath it.
嗱，而家咧睇緊呢個片咧就係佢哋入去呢個山窿度。嗱，而家見到咧呢個人啊，企而家呢個人咧。就係正話阿 Neil 講緊嗰個人形嘅，即係喺佢嘅理念入邊係一個人形嘅外星人啦。咁然之後佢哋就入嗱，而家呢度就係入緊去一個山窿嗰度啦。嗱，而家呢度咧就係佢哋翻緊去嘅車度嘅時候咧，其實呢個就係 Jenny 啦。Jenny 咧嗰個反應係好驚嘅。咁而家阿 Neil 就一路行緊同佢講緊正話嗰件事啦。
I'm afraid that he was sitting there waiting for us, and
Covert security.
yeah, and kind of coincidentally had the same accent as you.
And coincidentally was born in the same city as you, living in the same city that you were born, near Manchester.
Yeah.
Well, I found that a bit strange.
So, but now we're here, and they can't stop us. So, you're not paying me for this tour. We're having fun as friends, and we are going to see some amazing things. Look at the sky; it's amazing.
好啦，我哋翻嚟啦。Okay, we come back with the video. That guys, people saw the video already, and amazing. I mean, this guy looks like a normal guy, but I don't know he was walking like a crab.
Well, walking in a very funny manner. Yeah, I mean, first of all, you shouldn't be surprised if you think you look like an alien or alien looks like you, because we're all the same. We're human looking. And this, I would say, judging from what Jake's impressions are, you could almost say it's an angel.
Oh, because he's trying to keep you guys stay out of trouble.
Send the signal of fear, scare you off, and reads your mind and tells you where you're from, speaks your language immediately, and knows where you're all from.
So you think he's an evil alien?
I thought. Because I was this is what it's all about with abductions. When you're abducted, which I was many, many times,
you feel afraid.
You feel afraid, but and I did overcome my fear. When you overcome the fear, you realize it's not a bad situation.
Yeah, just like Travis Walton.
Yeah, not a bad situation. Exactly like Travis Walton.
Even James Barker, they feel really afraid,
Correct.
Really scared at first date.
Correct.
For first time. Even the lady I met, you know.
Yeah, but remember that Jake, I was, if you like, upgraded by E.T. Jake's my son. So he's the upgraded of the upgraded.
He's even high level.
He's even high level. and his child will be even a higher level. And as you go forward in time, you'll probably find we'll all start to change. Our eyes will become bigger and we'll become more peaceful, and that's how we will evolve. Otherwise, we will not make it into the future.
So you're saying because he has a higher level, so he sees things differently.
He's
and tell you
already, yeah.
he's
That's right.
not an evil, not a bad one.
Yeah.
He's a good one in trying to scare you off.
He just fully accepted the guy. Yeah,
Wow.
He just fully accepted the being.
That's
So-
interesting.
We left there, back in this car, and of course we're all scared. And Jake wanted to go back, and I'm saying, "Are you crazy?" He
Yeah.
said he didn't even talk about the being. He didn't care. He wanted to go down the hole. I said, "Are you mad? You want to go down that hole? What happens if you go down and we can't get you out?" "Oh well, at least I can see. I can see what's going on. I can have a look. I can be careful. You know this." I
So
didn't want
he's absolutely sure there is something inside the hole.
Must be. How can you have air and humming noise coming out of a hole
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere in Sedona? So
This is very simple to explain. Could be this hole connected to the other hole when the wind blow.
no wind.
No
No
wind
wind
at all.
No wind. So we went from there. I said to Jenny, "Where are we going now?" She said, "We're going to Bradford Ranch."
No kidding.
So I'm not feeling I'm not feeling relaxed at all. I want to go home. My daughter's
Okay.
almost crying.
Okay, let me explain 嗱，即係正話佢講就係，即係嚇走咗佢哋之後咧，跟住第二站去咧，佢問阿 Jenny 去邊度 ，Jenny 就話而家去呢個叫 Bradshaw Ranch，right？ Bradshaw
Yeah.
Bradford
Bradshaw Ranch.
Bradshaw Ranch，即係呢個咁嘅牧場啊，白梭牧場啊，點解要講呢個牧場咧？就因為上一季講過呢個 Skinwalker Range 啦，即係嗰個即係皮行者之類嗰個地方咧，咁就嗰個地方就俾呢個 Robert Bigelow 接管咗啦。咁但係而家呢個叫 Bradshaw Ranch，it's the same thing as
Same.
Skinwalker Range，but how come there's not many report on the internet？
There is not a lot because the focus was long ago.
Because they keep when people talks about the supernatural area, the most scariest place is Skinwalker Range. You know, they have monsters, they have aliens, they have
Same.
UFO, they have ghosts,
Same in Bradshaw Ranch.
creature.
They found a horse in a tree.
What do you mean they find a horse?
A
in
horse
tree?
on the Bradshaw Ranch was 20 feet up in a tree.
What, hanging on the tree?
Between the branches in the middle.
A horse.
A horse.
Is a dead
So-
one? Is a dead
No.
one? It's a live
It's
one.
alive. So don't think the Skinwalker Ranch is the only place that's paranormal. Bradshaw Ranch has many things written about it too.
I find a clip on YouTube that two guys using the infrared. I put it up into our promo that this guy saw the windmill turning
With no wind.
with no wind
That's right.
at all. This windmill keep on turning and rotating.
Well, we were on the car going there. Of
You've
course.
been there.
Yeah, I was there with Jake and Jenny and my daughter. We're just recovering from the shock, and now Jake wants to go there. He's driving, and Jenny's telling him where to go, and I'm
Bradshaw.
saying I want to go home because my daughter's nearly crying, you know, and I'm
She
worried
was so
already. It was
scared.
enough.
She was so
it was
scared.
enough. Well, I was also scared.
So what's the experience? What's the experience in Bradshaw Ranch? That you guys get there, 即係去佢哋揸車跟住去呢個 Bradshaw Ranch. Did you see anything special?
Yes, we got there, and then Jenny said, "Okay, what we'll do is we were about 50 meter from the Bradshaw Ranch gates.
You cannot get in the gate
You
because
can-
it's
you,
owned
you
by
can
the-
climb over the gates. I'll tell you. You shouldn't, but you can. You can put a picture up of the gates on your program,
Yeah,
edit it in,
yeah.
and she said, "Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to sit here and light a fire for a bit
Outside the gate?
about 50 meter, because between the gates and where we were trees, so you couldn't see the gates."
Okay.
But Jenny said, "If you go around the tree, that's the Bradshaw Ranch. That's the gates."
So what's wrong with you guys getting to the gate? Because they're owned by the government now?
Well, it's the area is paranormal. You know, we've just had one bad experience. You know, what do I want another one for? So we were sitting there, and she makes the fire,
Yeah.
and then I look up, and I see a UFO spinning through space like this.
What is spinning?
Twisting like a corkscrew, you know, like this.
Is the whole thing like
It's just-
lights or?
It's just one ball, and it's going like this.
How-
right across
how
the sky.
big is the ball?
No, it looks about that big. You know,
yeah,
that big.
okay.
So we all go, wow, you know, we're looking up at this and we think it's
You're
great.
not the only one saw that.
No, we all saw that. We all saw that. All of us sat there. There was Jenny, Jake, me, and my daughter.
Yeah.
And then later on, we see another UFO go up and then moving, zigzagging slowly across the sky. We were just watching it. And then after that, Jake said to Jenny, well, where exactly is the Bradford Ranch gate? And she said, we're only 50 meters away.
Yeah.
You go behind that row of trees, but of course you can't see anything. We just had the fire here. You see the stars. You look here. You see nothing. It's black. But we had
The night
vision goggles. We had those. So Jake puts them on and he goes, oh, okay, I can see everything quite clear now. Will you come with me, Dad? So I said,
No.
And my daughter goes, Dad, no, please don't go. And Jenny's saying, sit down next to me, you'll be okay. She said, I can't see anything. I can't see.
What does she mean? Sit down.
Because Jenny was sitting. We had the car there. She took a chair out. We were sitting down. She had a blanket over her. And my daughter had a blanket, and they'd made a fire.
It's cold.
It was cold. So I take the goggles. She's really, crying,
Yeah.
I said, look, don't worry. We're just behind the tree. It's not a problem. So, but I knew it's a problem because Jake's the problem. He doesn't not scared of anything. So we put these things on, and we're walking with them, and I can see Jake clearly in front of me, and we walk around, and there I see that sight I'll never forget, that sight of the Bradford Ranch gate.
Yeah, what do you mean you never forget?
Because it's a picture, you can see it on the internet, you can see it everywhere. That is the ranch. That is where Tom Dongo, Linda Bradford.
You mean the one with a big wide row?
You've got the gates
And
like this
then-
and the big thing over the top.
And the top, which is the types Bradshaw Ranch.
And you see the windmill that you're talking about from the gate further down.
Oh, right. Is a huge one?
What, the gate?
Yes.
It's just not that huge, but it's just about, 10 feet wide, and it's maybe 9 feet high.
But what do you mean? What do you say that you never forget?
Because
Why?
it's like a creepy, scary-looking thing. People always talked about the Bradshaw Ranch,
Right.
and that's always the sign of the Bradshaw Ranch.
Right.
It's like the logo, that gate, And
Terrible.
I see Jake, and I'm only 10 feet behind him, and he's, I'm really feeling bad now because my daughter's just been through the worst, and he wants to now go and see what's going on here. So I said, Jake, come on, we better go back. He says, no. He says, I want to go inside. I
You want
said,
to
no.
climb over
He wants
the
to
gate?
climb over the gate. Yes.
But it is easy to climb over the gate.
It's easy, but why? Why do that? It says keep out. The military's there. Everything says keep out.
Well, you have the
The
CCTV
sign,
and
no, there's no
everything.
CCTV. When we were there was no CCTV.
There's no board saying if you cross over this border and then you will.
But let me tell you one thing. There's a very, very famous phenomena that happens there. There are these lights.
The lights.
There are lights. And guess what? When Jake wanted to climb over the fence, I grabbed him, pulled him back.
Yeah.
Those lights came on.
From
From the left-hand side, I can't tell you how far away. It's really, I just don't know. But they come on three, on, off, like this. And they're very famous. People know about them. And we saw them that night on the ranch. We actually saw them. So when I saw that going on, I thought, oh no, I hope this is not the start of something else. Which fortunately it wasn't. Nothing else really happened.
Can you explain a little bit about the lights? Can you tell some details about the lights? What does that look like?
Apparently, first of all, there's a hill in the distance. I just don't know I don't know whether it's a kilometer or whether it's half a kilometer or whether it's 100 meters. I don't know. But people have reported these lights. There's like 3 of them. that come on and then off, and then below them 3 come on, come off.
Like a pulse.
They're just on, nothing special, just that they exist, and they shouldn't be there or something, but they're there. You know, there's
Well, you mean the light is something like an alarm, or is something
it's paranormal. It's supposedly paranormal, completely. According to Jenny,
it's quite far away.
Some people see them, some people don't. It looked far away, but I don't know how far.
Okay,
I don't know how far, but it was in the Bradshaw Ranch area. You know, it was
just
across
as
the
soon
fence.
As
on
soon
the
as he
left-hand
tried
side.
to climb the gate, and then
they
lights on.
They started to glow and then on and off.
What's the color of it?
Just white, nothing
White.
special, nothing special at all. But we saw them; they've been reported. So the point was, I had to pull Jake off the fence. You know, which he got quite angry with me. But to come back to Tom Dongo and the Bradshaws, they have seen wild creatures on that ranch that nobody else can find anywhere in the world. Very strange creatures. Animal.
Like,
I don't know,
What
because
kind of
I've
animal?
never seen them, but they've described them as something like more like a dog kind of thing that exist on this maybe they're interdimensional. They've had 8 foot looking like greys being seen.
8 foot?
8 foot. They've even had a Bigfoot.
yeah, I heard
You know, a
about
Bigfoot,
Sasquatch.
They've even had a big Sasquatch on the ranch. They've had plenty in Tom Dongo's books. You can see plenty of pictures of the lights.
They're all probably coming from the portal.
They come from the portal. The whole area is potentially able to have the same things going on in Sedona.
Okay.
And that answers your question. Why Sedona special?
Yeah. OK，我哋唞一唞，休息一陣，轉頭翻嚟咧，正話已經講咗呢個 Bradshaw Ranch，我哋轉頭翻嚟繼續呢個旅程嘅資料，係咁。好，我哋翻嚟第3節嘅 MJ13啦，繼續有 Neil Gould 喺度。咁我哋正話講緊呢個 Bradshaw Ranch 啦，咁啊講到一大半啦嚇，即係略略講講啦，因為太多嘢啦，即係都講唔晒啫。例如佢見到嗰啲有啲光啊嗰啲嘢啦，咁嗰啲怪物啦。We were talking about Bradshaw Ranch, and I know if we make this trip, we're gonna meet Tom Dongo.
Yeah.
Who exactly is Tom Dongo is?
Tom Dongo is a local Sedona. He's one of the original researchers. Most of his films, if you look at them on YouTube, they're basically done with a video.
Yeah.
That's how long ago he's been doing it.
Yeah.
And he's a true wild man of the bush, so to speak.
What does that mean?
Well, he's really, he gets out, goes into the desert, the Sedona deserts, and he really puts his hands into the dirt and does the good research. He's got some very good photos. He's got some very good evidence, some very good material that he's recorded on the Bradshaw Ranch. I mean, around the mid-1990s, the National Forestry Department took over the ranch.
1990.
Mid-1995, something like that. Took it over, took it away from, or bought it from the Bradshaw family.
So the government owns it now.
They own it, yeah. So they keep people away. They're trying to keep people away all the time.
Yeah, but with only this gate that Jake can easy climb
sometimes you can't get to the gate. Sometimes you can't get to the gate.
What do you mean you cannot get to the gate?
Well, sometimes they have an exclusion zone. They don't allow you past certain roads anymore at certain times. It's like that. They try to keep people away. But
is that possible they will try to do something to stop us because we make a big noise and everybody know we are going there?
I don't think they'll do anything to stop you, but if the road is closed, the road is closed. If it's open, it's opened. Or
so is there any way we can make a shortcut or some?
Yeah, well, there's no soldiers standing around, so sometimes people pull down the barrier and other people go into that road, and it doesn't matter. We'll be very close by anyway. to the
But
gate,
the-
and we'll be in the area. You know, the whole area is paranormal.
But you said, yeah, like you said, the paranormal is not only happens inside the range,
outside also.
outside also. I mean, so outside there's no way they can
I
stop
will
us. and-
no. They've tried to. A lot of people have tried to go into Sedona with groups of people, like tours. Now we are not a tour. Make that clear. We're not a tour.
No, we are not a tour,
We're not a
and
tour,
you're
but they
you're
have-
not gonna bring the food to the people
No.
and saying, okay, guys, look at this side. This
Yeah.
is Area 51.
But in
We're
the
not.
past, they've had people with a flag, and they got all these tourists come
No
and they
way.
stop by the side of the road, and they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to have a picnic, they want to camp, they want to do CE5 even. And what has actually happened? They've been arrested and taken to the police station because they
They
don't have.
have been arrested.
They've been arrested because they don't. The forestry department says you must have a permit.
What, do we have a permit
We don't need to. We're not a tour, but we can't just go anywhere
and make
and,
noises
and make noise and that kind of
and
thing.
picnic and
Yeah.
dancing and screaming all around?
But don't worry, we know how to do it. I have made the arrangements for us.
People,
No need to talk too much on the subject.
有啲
because
人問過我哋會唔會有 dangerous people asking, are we gonna have some dangerous during
everything
the
is
tour?
danger. Danger is what it's all about. You don't get to see things if everything is 100% safe.
But you are scaring them away.
Those people who are of the right mind, who are adventurous, understand what I'm talking about. We can manage danger. We
Yeah,
can manage.
like side, you're going for a barbecue. That could be dangerous too.
We're not going to have a barbecue in the middle of
Bradshaw.
paranormal area. We are going to go carefully and do what we have to do,
Yeah.
and we will make prior arrangements. We will have our CE5, and we will see these craft,
Again,
clear skies. We
you
will
guarantee.
see in that area. We'll go in that area because that area will be rich with them. So we will have no problem seeing them there. But we're not going to stay there all hours and hours and hours in the middle of the night. I don't want to. We have to manage certain risks. We manage it. I have to ensure all your safety, and we will be asking the ETs for safety and for protection.
You mean asking
Together, all of us,
Yeah.
together, we will be asking, yes,
to protect us?
yes.
啊，好抵玩啊，好誇張啊！即係而家講緊直情係會聯絡用 CE5 去聯絡一啲所謂即係佢哋星星嘅外星人，係會沿途係會俾我哋睇到之外，同時間俾個坐標佢睇之外，同埋佢係會去保護我哋嚇。So you're not worried at all.
Well, I can't say I'm not worried, but I can't say I'm not afraid. It's good to be afraid.
It's good to be afraid. What
Yeah,
does that mean?
you must never be not afraid. It's good to be a bit afraid, but we will manage it. You
But
don't
if
worry.
one of us are getting afraid and scared, does this stop them to showing up to?
If somebody becomes
Everybody.
too scared, they will just. What will happen is the craft will go very far out
Yeah,
if they sense somebody is afraid.
yeah.
Okay, and then what normally then happens is you'll have some local paranormal events. Maybe you'll feel something on your shoulder, or maybe
Right.
you maybe have that kind of experience.
It's not like a ghost hunting group, no?
What are ghosts?
You never know what is ghost. It's a consciousness without a solid
so-
body. That could be an alien.
Yeah, but we're more interested in the craft. We're more interested in the craft.
Wow. Okay. So now we're gonna go back a little bit more about our tour. Okay, we will go. I mean, I like to discuss about what we're gonna do in the next in the few days, in that 6 days.
Well, we can discuss what we want to discuss. Some things is not worth to discuss because certain arrangements are being made so that I can get the maximum for people, and I don't want our NSA friends and everybody else, getting there before we do.
Yeah.
So there are certain measures that are going on right now. Jake's also arranging them so that we have a clear, smooth path into what we want to do.
Are you saying that we have something arranged which is not included in the itinerary?
Maybe.
Something special?
Maybe.
Still arranging? Not yet. Not even telling me.
I think it's best we just stick to what we've
Okay.
basically agreed that I will disclose.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because remember, as I say to you, the exopolitics is a field of studies, a science. It has real connection with the field of ufology. So everything is possible. We're not a group of people with no experience, with no training, we've not done any study. We are a group of people who have hands-on experience. You're going to be meeting them. I told you, all the people on this tour, you're going to be meeting professional.
佢講到好似好神秘咁啊！即係有一啲嗱，而家即係如果大家係有興趣 join 呢個咁嘅歷險啊嚇，咁其實係可以去翻我哋嗰個 Facebook 嗰個 group 啦。咁個網址我會擺咗喺呢度噶啦，即係嗰個 Facebook 嘅 group。咁其實可以睇到，可以下載我哋嗰個我哋有中文有英文對照嘅行程表啦嚇。咁其實可以睇翻我哋第一日、第二日、第三日、第四日、第五日係做啲乜嘢咁樣嘅。咁就睇翻呢個 group。咁但係阿 Neil 話有可能係會帶我哋去一啲呢個表裏邊冇 list 到嘅嘢，咁嗰啲可能係 as 一個 surprise 咁啦，可能啊。So you're not telling us what is the plan? Probably
we're giving you a basic structure.
Probably we'll see somebody is not included in the itinerary.
Absolutely, probably, possible, sure. You know me.
Yeah. Crazy guy. So you think this is a chance that not many people have?
Well, it's very difficult. You can't for 1,000 Hong Kong dollars or 100,000 Hong Kong dollars. You can't buy an experience like this. Where are you going to go? You go to your local travel agent. You can't buy this.
Yeah,
we're putting together a situation where we're getting professionals to come together to meet us.
And the abductees.
And everything.
Contactees.
It's all there. You know, it's all there. So this is what I'm arranging for you.
You know, the most attractive event for me is to meet up with a Native American, the Indians, communicate with them, and then also a chance to see Travis Walton.
Look,
and he's going to bring us to the location where the Fire in the Skies happened. I
can tell you that the Indian ceremony is a connection point between humanity that live on this planet, that eat this planet's food, and the soul, Gaia, the very heart and spirit of the planet that looks after us, that floats, this beautiful jewel that floats in space, that floats around the sun. We're on it. She looks after us. And the Native American Indians have a deep respect for the earth, for the wind, for fire, and for water. These are the elements that give great power to the understanding of Gaia, her nature, where she regulates the planet's temperature to keep us within the comfort zone. If we get too hot, she produces white flowers to reflect the heat. If we get too cold, she produces black flowers to absorb the heat. This is the spirit of Gaia. And we are going to have a ceremony with the Native American Indians who are in tune with Gaia, who don't think twice when they see an interdimensional being. They understand it.
It was so consequent. The other day when we announced about this tour, and then one guy connect me through Facebook, and what he wrote is, "Dear Cheuk Fei, the one you call aliens, we call brother and sisters in space." That's what he wrote, and he said he's that is really amazing. He is a Native American with Cantonese in France.
Really?
Yes.
That's
He ordered this Mr. Gray, and he wrote me in Facebook and sent me the email, sent me the messages from Facebook, and said he's a Native American.
Yeah.
Indians, but living in France, and he ordered this.
Well, it was the white man that came to America and killed everybody. The Native Americans were living in peace, in harmony with the planet, and the white man came to America and invaded it and killed the local people and built up a civilization based on technology with no spirituality. The American Indians have the spirituality, no technology. The great white invaders have got all the technology and no spirituality. And that is what America is. And that's why you've got whistleblowers, and that's why you've got secrets, and that's why you've got the dollar controlling the world, and that's why you've got wars all around the world. And we are going to connect with Gaia, to connect with where we should be connecting. That's why I'm taking you there.
And we will spare the sky watching time with the Indians as well.
Well, we are going to do some of that, but what we're going to do as well, we're going to have a CE5 in various segments, asking for protection, asking for acknowledgement, telling them where we are.
Are you saying we will do more than once CE5?
We'll be doing meditations. CE5 is human initiated contact.
Yes.
So we will be doing that in various segments, because we need to ask for protection. We need to let them know where we are.
Yeah.
We need to get a response from them. So we need them to show up. And that is a CE5 when they show up. So we will be doing all this, these protocols.
So the whole trip is actually asking for the connection with the craft, with the alien up there.
It will start before we go.
It will start before we go.
Before we go.
Wow. So no wonder you are so absolutely sure.
Well, I've never wanted to do it here. I've told you, I don't like the politics here. I don't like people knocking exopolitics. I don't like people knocking the field of ufology. I don't like people laughing at all the groups in Hong Kong. I don't like it. So we have to not have any arguments between ourselves. We have to get together and open people's minds. And that's what I'd like to start off doing, by taking Hong Kong people to the States and let them do it.
You know, 最有趣嗰樣嘢咧，就係我同阿 Neil 講咗嗱，到而家我都仍然要抱呢個態度。始終作為一個主持人啦即係我而家唔係一個應該點講咧？我唔係用一個身份係去參加呢個，即係大家都知道噶啦，我係有呢個夢想想去做呢一樣嘢，所以邀請17位朋友嚟參加。咁但係即係始終去到呢度，我仍然要企一個主持人嘅身份話俾你聽，即係話喂嗱，佢講嘅就係100%。正話講係110% 係會見到有嘢跟住我哋嘅，有 UFO 嘅。咁但係我始終都要企個角度就係喂，係咪真嘅先？真嘅先。但係到而家呢一刻嗱，大家聽住呢一刻，去到呢一刻，佢仍然係話係一定會見到，係一定會令到所有人係即係嗰個眼光係完全唔同晒。You're talking about this tour can change people's life. After they see the craft, it completely changed their life.
Totally. You won't have time to hate anymore.
Because of the show.
You won't bother with people. You won't bother with stupid politics. You'll be focused on the pulse of Mother Earth, of what she's doing, giving you, and focused on what your consciousness is about.
Up to now, so far, you never failed me in these few years. I seriously, you never failed me in this few years.
I won't fail you. Or anybody.
And you're telling people right in the middle of MJ13 in front of this microphone and the camera saying you will not fail them.
I will not fail them. They will not fail themselves either. They will be there and they will see and experience. I'm sharing the experience.
Again, how can you be so sure?
Well,
you're not sure about
my whole life has been contact.
You are not so sure I can get 17 people to join us. You're not sure about that. But you are definitely sure the UFO will come and will show us themselves.
They've been here for hundreds of thousands of years. Why are they not going to show? Since I was 6 years old, they've showed themselves to me and to Jake. What is so hard about that? What's the problem?
We tried CE5 long times ago on the boat.
We didn't do a CE5. We did a Skywatch.
Oh, not CE5.
We didn't do a CE5, we did a Skywatch.
That is not CE5 because that is a meditation with people sleeping and snoring.
Yeah, people fell asleep.
Yeah, I am one of them. I am one of them. Let's fall asleep when we do the CE5。我哋成班人即係幾年前，我哋試過喺隻船嗰度做。佢話嗰個唔係叫 CE5，嗰個叫做 Skywatch。That is not CE5。
If you want to do a CE5, you have to have vector what we call intent, true intent. Like for example, when you see a biscuit, you see the biscuit, you want to take the biscuit, right? First thing happens in your mind, I want a biscuit, because your eyes have seen the biscuit. Then you have to do the action. That's the pure intent. The intent is there to actually, and you grab the biscuit. That intent you have to hold. You have to train to hold that intent. And that's the intent you use to connect with the high levels of consciousness.
Nobody ever really think about that.
Well, how can I sit in one night on a boat and teach people how to do that?
Oh, no. Okay, I understand. So that was a Skywatch, not really
It's a Skywatch, yes.
Because people 嗰啲人一齊喺度做緊呢個所謂嘅 meditation， 但係跟住有啲人瞓咗啊！即係我哋做緊 meditation， 佢喺度講緊 ，OK，we focus on the thought，don't think anything，and then focus. We want to see you，and then we heard on the other side， 有人喺度瞓緊覺，即係扯鼻鼾。
Jake is with me, and the two of us can do it. You can even play some of his video.
Yeah.
So people can see it, you can take some clips out of it when he brought in those craft for his friends, because he had the intent. His friends really wanted to see them, and Jake really wanted to show it, and then they came.
I believe.
In Holland, you can see the film. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 我陣間揾翻出嚟啊！陣間嗰次 show 俾大家睇。Jake 喺荷蘭影到嗰個飛碟啊！即係佢哋係。
Jake Gould UFO. Just put into YouTube,
Yeah?
Jake Gould UFO, and you'll see in Amsterdam, Jake Gould UFO Amsterdam, and you'll see with his friends. And the UFO turns up. He takes the camera, and the UFO is there. It's silver. He's moving around a lot, of course, and it's flip-flopping like this. You look carefully. And when I edited the film and I reversed the colors, we found two. One you could see in the visible spectrum, and one you couldn't see. It was there.
But what do you mean you cannot see, but it was there?
Because when you reverse the colors,
Yeah.
the film,
Yeah. And
then you can see them both.
Oh, you only see them after you reverse the color.
No, you see one
And
when you don't reverse. But when you reverse, you see there were two.
unbelievable.
Didn't you see that? Put Jake UFO Amsterdam into YouTube
Okay.
and you'll
我
see
哋
it.
我哋等一陣間 share 俾啲朋友睇下，陣間喺條片嗰度。Wow, this is something. So you have any advice to the people who is going to join, or people who is now thinking? They're planning.
I don't want to give advice. I just want people to know there is this experience. I'm sharing this experience. For you, it's always been a dream. So I decided, why not? Those people who really want to do it, who can do it, it's there. That's it. You come. It's up to you what you want to do. But I will be delivering everything that I say I'll deliver.
The people who can afford and people who have holiday, have time to come, and they refuse to come, and they're gonna feel sorry about this.
I can't. It's very difficult. It's very difficult for me to put people into financial brackets because
I know,
you can
I
have
know.
somebody who's got 100 million US. He's not going to come.
No, I understand.
You have somebody with $1 and he'll find a way to come if he
Yes.
really wants to. There's a lot of things I can't afford to do, but somehow or the other, at some point, I do it. It's really an intent issue. It's an issue about what's important to people. The money is a second issue. I appreciate that. But I can't control the money because, I can't control the airline. If it's charging you to come from Hong Kong to America, I can't control that.
Yeah, also the flight in between
The
the
flights
area.
in between. I can't control if we have to stay in the hotel and if you have to eat food. And, I can't control if there's 6 or 7 UFO researchers that have to fly in or travel. I can't control it. For Travis Walton, a very famous abductee, fire in the sky.
Aye.
Went into the forest chopping down trees. It was his job. he gets the UFO powers up, knocks him over. You know, Travis's life has never been the same. But I can't control the cost of Travis not only to come and see you and tell you his story face to face. I can't control the cost that he's going to take us into the forest where it happened. I'm saying to you, I can give you everything. I can get everything you want to experience in your dream, and that everybody wants to experience, everybody's heard about. I can get everything, yes, and I can put it on a plate, but I can't control Travis's cost or this one's cost or the airline. I can't control it. I can just do it, and if you can make it, you make it.
You can arrange the meal in a restaurant, but you cannot control how much they charge.
There's certain costs that come out of our pockets, small costs.
Yeah,
that we'll pay ourselves.
Jake already.
It doesn't matter.
阿 Jake 已經係自己喺銀荷包係即係安排咗一啲嘅嘢係需要用到一啲錢，雖然嗰啲唔係好高嘅錢啦咁，但係即係我哋自己其實我哋自己都有銀荷荷包，亦都做咗好多嘢喺呢個 trip 嗰度，咁所以變咗我都係講嗰句啦，即係都係希望可以成到事啦。
It's a very special moment. It's just something that's possible now and may not be possible again. I mean,
yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Okay. Well, this is a good trip, and I think we're gonna do it again in next year. We do something else, go somewhere else.
Well, I've always wanted to take you anyway.
Yeah.
To America to see and have these experiences.
Yeah, you mentioned many times already. You mentioned many times that if I go with you, I will see the UFO.
But if you get scared and you start crying, I'm going to take a film. I'm going to show all your listeners.
No way. 有咩理由我會喊? What makes you think I got scared and cry? No way. That is not going to happen. No, I don't think so. Anyway,
you'll enjoy.
Yeah. Okay, we're heading to a break and we will come back. 唞一唞，轉頭翻嚟繼續 MJ13。OK， 好啦，我哋翻嚟最後一節 MJ13啦。咁啊，正話咧講咗好多關於個旅程嘅一啲地方，大家係未聽過啦。MJ13冇講過嘅地方，例如 Bradshaw Ranch 咧，大家都冇聽過。咁所以正話即係介紹過呢個地方啦，同埋呢個 Sedona 有咩咁神秘啦。咁 OK，what next are we gonna stick? We gonna introduce a little about the itinerary.
Well, we can talk a little bit about where we're going.
Will you focus on the microphone?
Yes, I'll eat it if you want. Is that better?
Yeah, you've been recording all these days and you still stay away with the microphone. Unbelievable.
Well, one of the important things for people to know about this shared experience is that we're going to have workshops.
Workshops of what?
Well, for example, we arrive in Las Vegas. Everybody will be tired, so we'll have a relaxing time of arrival.
Yeah.
People can enjoy the local food or whatever. But we go to Area 51.
Yeah, that is an appetizer.
Appetizer. So, you will see these...
Even just as snacks. Yeah.
The place where Bob Lazar, that's the area Bob Lazar used to work at. That's the area where he predicted...
We have no way that we can enter to the gates.
Yes, there is a way, but we have to carry you out dead in a box.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay?
Deadly force.
Force. But you go to the local museum, like the Roswell Museum, the E.T. Highway, you see all the things that are there, but you'll also be given...
Are we going to the Roswell Museum?
There's a museam there anyway.
Okay.
A very well-known museum.
Not the one in Roswell.
Not in Roswell, but you'll see this museum and it'll be explained to you various things. Of course, I will also be, if you like, teaching or explaining, giving the information about the area and about everything that we experience along the way. And we obviously come back and enjoy the nightlife there in Las Vegas.
We won't stay at night in Area 51, right?
We won't stay at night.
Because there's nothing to see anyway.
Well, it's not that there's nothing to see, but we'll be seeing other stuff in other places. But we will be going to, the following day, we'll be off to Phoenix in order to get to Sedona. Just looking at our list here, of course, you know that Area 51 is obviously has an underground base.
Exactly.
Most obviously extraterrestrial orientated as well. We know that Charles Hall, the Tall Whites, was at Nellis, not far. So the whole area is very interesting to talk about, to learn about. And of course, we're on the bus. I'm open to questions, give you the answers. So there'll be exopolitical workshop.
You open the questions in all these 6 days.
All these 6 days.
People are gonna ask questions and
they will
make
learn.
you crazy.
And they will learn everything. They will learn.
Okay.
And
you
of course,
don't yell help.
No problem. That's what they're there
If
for.
everybody raise up their hand and asking questions.
Well, we'll be going to Sedona, and one of the places we're going to
Yeah.
is this enchantment resort.
Oh, that one. That is exciting.
That you have a video, and you can show that as well because you haven't showed that.
Yeah, I showed it in
Where-
the promo that two guys.
In the promo, there's two guys, and you can play the interview. When Jenny, I was filming, she sat next to me, and we started asking if it's a secret underground base. And he said, I can neither confirm
Or
nor
deny.
deny,
Yeah.
which is the standard answer for military and people who have signed the Official Secrets Act.
Do you think he's answering you as teasing you, not exactly like a hidden message?
It's a hidden message, and he's serious.
Yeah.
Being nice about it. You could hear he turned up the machine, the ice grinding machine.
The noise and the background.
So the interview would be slightly disrupted. So we'll be staying there. And this is the place where some of the most
No,
evil...
remember we got enough people, like 17 people, then we will stay in that hotel.
I believe so. Jake is sort of still arranging all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But we will go. It is an underground base underneath. The wall opposite it. Big shift, a big steep cliff. It's beautiful. You see the wall. That's also got some very paranormal... People have seen craft coming out of the wall. People
The
have seen
craft coming
they've
out
seen,
from the
it's
wall.
yeah, because it's a vortex. It's a it's a portal. So,
They're just flying out.
well,
from
I haven't
the
seen
middle
them.
of
But
nothing.
this is known in the area. This is known in the area. But this is what's so special about Sedona.
Is there where you said only Dick Cheney will live into the hotel because
He
it's
comes
too
there on the pretext,
expensive?
pretends it's like a holiday, went up, boom, down the underground base.
So the hotel is actually
A cover story.
a cover up on the top,
Yeah.
but also the entrance to go to the underground
We
base.
don't know where it is.
You don't know where it is.
We don't know where it is.
But
And
could be in the hotel.
But as you saw from that interview, that film, the people working in the hotel,
They're all
they're
military.
all military.
So in that promo, that two guy with the orange shirt, the other one say you can either
Cleaning the
confirm
glass.
or
I can neither
deny.
confirm nor deny.
That guy is the military.
All of them.
They just
Getting into the hotel grounds. You can't just drive in.
What do you
There's
mean?
a,
What do
there's
you
a
mean?
gate with a boom gate.
you cannot just drive in.
They will have to expect you and ask you questions. You'll see when you go in.
So it's not like a normal hotel. It's not like a decoy.
It's kind of like that. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Wow.
So that's where we will be staying, as far as we know. We'll be doing
that one itself is really exciting already.
Yeah.
And a whole group going there, and we stay in one of this sensitive hotel.
It is sensitive.
Are we
absolutely.
telling them we arrive?
They already know.
They already know.
This program goes through the computers. It's picked up. They already know.
I definitely
There's
believe my
keywords.
phone, your phone, and MJ13, this promo, YouTube.
Everything.
Like I was,
Everything.
like the CIA said, this is already been monitored.
Everything.
So they knew we're going there. Is it going to increase the difficulty for people to apply the visa?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
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 They will definitely open up the visa for us.
It won't affect the visa.
They want to what?
It won't affect the visa. They'll never bring visa problems. into their secret stuff. It's like somebody once said, the best place to hide a book is put in the library. You understand?
It's too many books.
Too many books.
So you don't think they're gonna stop us by stopping paying? I mean, giving us the visa to go to state, because some of the people may want to go. You know, they want to follow us.
People already going. Yeah.
Yeah, some
They're
of the
going.
people, they said they want to go, but
Yeah.
they are so worried they cannot get the visa.
Can get the visa.
They can get the visa.
Can get the visa. You won't be stopped.
No, not even when we reach there. But
No.
they definitely know we are going to Area 51. They got people on
Somebody
the hillside
knows.
monitor us
Somebody knows.
already.
Yeah, but don't worry.
We don't have to worry.
Don't
No
have to worry.
dangers.
Don't worry.
Okay, so by the time we get to Bradshaw, they knew we arrived.
They knew, yes.
They knew it.
Yes. They know. They have quantum access programs. They know certain signatures of thought. They can pick it up.
Oh, you mean
That's why that being was waiting there by the base. He also knows.
You mean they, in the sense you're talking about the military, or you're talking about the alien?
You're talking about the
government?
black projects, not government. Government don't even know half of what's going on.
No, I mean the shadow government.
The shadow government, no.
They knew.
Yeah, this is what Edward Snowden's all about. He's showing you the NSA. It's associated.
So actually, whoever applied, they already know them.
They know. There's nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. Okay.
Life is like that.
Yeah,
It's always been like that.
It's been happening all these years. You know, the monitoring, you know, the sneezing,
Exactly.
the checking on us. It's been happening all these years. We only find out now,
Correct.
but it happens long times ago, since many years ago. Anyway,
Anyway, when
我哋繼續講埋嗰個行程先啊。我哋 we were on day 3 or day 4?
well, it doesn't really matter which day, but we're also going to be meeting with Kim Carlsberg. She was
Kim
that
Carlsberg.
photographer on Baywatch. She's the abductee. She put out that incredible book, the coffee table book, and color plates of everybody's ET experience, called The Arts of Close Encounters. Every page is beautiful gloss. It's beautiful color of people's art of ETs. We're meeting with Kim. We'll be also tying in our CE5 with her, and we will also be doing Skywatch with Kim and experiencing a lot of the stuff in Sedona.
Skywatch, in the sense that they are using the 3rd generation
We'll be
of
using
military.
Yes, but we'll do better than that, because what we'll do is we'll put a camera. We'll put a proper video camera on the 3G,
Yeah.
and we'll point it up, and then when these ETs do come in, we'll pick them up,
Yeah.
and we'll watch their craft, and everybody can watch on the screen.
There's a big screen.
We'll put a big screen in the desert. We'll put
So
one
we
with
will
the-
see it directly.
everybody will
But
see.
nobody has a chance to hold a Google by
Yes,
themselves?
some people can look at the good, but we will also ensure that the sky is clear. Remember, if the sky is clear, you'll see these craft
By
come
your naked eyes.
By your naked eye. Yes.
You don't need that Google.
You don't need them, but we want to be able to look. We want to do the CE5 ourselves to ensure they know we're coming, and at least they come lower, so we can see with our naked eye.
It's totally silent. I mean, this is unbelievable.
This is what you're going to experience. This is what you're going to experience. This is why we're going.
Okay, that is
We're also
that is the area in Sedona already.
certain area in Sedona, yeah.
Yeah, King
Yeah.
Casper.
Yeah. But bear in mind, anything can also happen in
What
that
do you
area.
mean? What do you mean?
Paranormal area, vortices, interdimensional portals. You don't know. So I'm going to stress that everybody who's on the trip with us, we have a buddy system.
A buddy system, like
Buddy system,
diving.
Like diving.
Yeah.
Everybody must have a buddy.
I don't want to be your buddy.
You don't have to be my buddy. So everyone has a buddy. If your
Right.
buddy is missing, you immediately tell me. Immediately.
What do you mean missing? You scared?
Goes off into the bush, goes to the toilet.
Ah,
your buddy
right,
goes
right.
to the toilet, you must be nearby. You must
Okay.
always see your buddy.
Yeah,
Comes back.
yeah,
So we have a buddy system.
yeah. What if?
So if there's 20 people, we're only looking at 10 because everybody has a buddy.
Okay.
So it's easier to manage, and then there's no problem. Okay, this is very important. on the buddy
So your
system.
buddy will be sharing the same room with you.
Your buddy, you never leave your buddy. Your buddy is never out of your sight.
Yeah, not even taking a shower.
Not even taking a shower. You got to make sure your
I
buddy...
don't want to be your buddy.
This is why we're in Sedona. I want everybody to stay with a buddy. And that's the way it'll be. And Jake, myself, will be there to handle any problem. Okay? And we can solve any problem. So don't worry.
Okay.
We can solve. If something paranormal happens, I just say, keep calm. Keep calm.
But you have already think there is something gonna happen in paranormal.
I can't say it will, it
Why?
won't. What I can say is you will see.
Well-
You will see craft. Look, you'll see them.
Okay, again and again and again. Okay, this is where 呢個就係我哋會喺呢個 Sedona 會做其中一樣嘢，就係 CE5 同埋呢個 Skywatch 即係睇天啊。And what else we will do in Sedona?
We will meet Tom Dongo.
Tom Dongo.
Come and give us a meet and greet so we can ask questions and he can tell us a bit about his experiences on the Bradshaw Ranch.
He's no longer investigating Bradshaw.
He's a lot older today, of course.
Yeah.
You know, still very fit, still takes people around. Not as active as he was.
Okay.
But he's the man who's had the first-hand experience on the Bradshaw Ranch. Tom Dongo will tell you about 3-toed footprints in the floor.
Right.
He will tell you about the creatures. He'll tell you about what he's seen. It's there. He's the man. Okay. He'll also give you information, but so will Kim, about the surrounding vortices and the red mountains that you'll see and what goes on.
Okay. So we will see Tom Dongo 啊，我哋會真係見到呢個 Tom Dongo 啦嚇，咁因為其實先前我錄咗一集喺呢個 Big Boys Club 都有講過佢，咁但係未出街啦。咁當然呢一集出街嘅時候，可能好多人都未認識呢個 Tom Dongo 係邊個。咁其實佢係一個調查員，亦都係入過去，即係喺政府接管呢個 Bradshaw Ranch 呢個白梭牧場之前呢，佢係入過去入邊做過好多 study， 甚至係影過，甚至係見過有啲外星人啊，有啲唔同嘅物種啊，例如佢哋會喺個房入邊，喺個屋入邊突然間聽到聲，跟住係見到有外星人係入咗屋嘅。咁其實有一張黑白相係出過街，咁就係呢個係 Tom Dongo 佢嘅做一個好多嘅調查。Tom Dongo is the man who studied a lot of files of Bradshaw Ranch.
Oh yeah. He's
the
man.
number one.
He was friendly with Linda Bradshaw. They wrote the book together, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No wonder. So no one knows better than him.
Nobody knows better.
Okay.
Skinwalker stuff, he knows.
He knows all this stuff. Okay. 好啦，咁我哋有機會見到 Tom Dongo. And then what else will happen in?
Well, let's have a look at our list. There's just so many things, you know.
So many things. 嗱，講真唔係講笑啊！呢個係嗰個，如果你哋有上網睇到嗰個行程表啊，唔係一張係兩張啊，兩張嘅行程表啊，係密質質嗰啲英文字嚟㗎。
Yeah, we won't talk about all the stuff, but you know, of course, we're going to meet with Travis Walton, Fire in the Sky.
Yeah, that guy in the movie.
Yeah, and they're making a remake now of Fire in the Sky with Hollywood.
But they remake it.
A remake.
Because the original movie...
The original movie, what the Hollywood people tried to do was twist the story.
Yeah, make it really scary.
Yeah,
and then,
Travis got upset about that. But
really?
He will tell you what really happened. What really happened.
Not like the movie.
Not like the movie. He'll tell you what really happened to him when he was knocked down by the craft, when he was taken onto the craft. He'll tell you really what happened to the beings when they let him walk around the craft. He'll tell you what they look like. He'll tell you what happened when the humans came in with these like spacesuits and took him out. He'll tell you exactly what you know. In other words, he'll tell you the truth, what actually happened, as it actually did happen, and how.
Yeah, because in the movie he was so scared. You know, in the movie, the story makes people scared. You know, he was being lying on the table naked, and those aliens was torture him.
Yeah, but he wasn't being tortured, but he was scared. And he'll tell you the place where exactly he was put back again. He'll take you to the actual location where the flying saucer came down, powered up, where he ran up to the saucer, where the beam hit him and knocked him back. He'll probably react it for you. He'll stand there and show you what happened and how he went back. and everybody had the chance to stand next to him and feel what he felt.
Oh,
This is what we are. You want to share the experience. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, if we have a chance, he probably will bring us to the phone booth he called for help.
You can also, because the exact same phone booth is there, but that's another distance.
Oh,
A few
another
hours, yeah.
area.
But we'll see. Those who want to go, it's possible, but we'll see. And then, of course, we also, the greatest UFO event was the Phoenix Lights.
Oh, yeah. There are more than 10,000 people, 10% of people in Phoenix.
Saw the Phoenix Lights. Some people
Saw
said
that
it was
thing.
so big that you could land
747
on the
jet.
wing. On the wing.
Yes.
And this Dr. Lynn Kita, is a medical doctor. She's not somebody, just anybody. She filmed them.
Yeah. Actually it happens again on January of 2013.
Not only does it happen again.
Yeah, happened again. I checked on
all
the
the
internet.
time in Phoenix. There's always many, many reports of lights and people filming them. It's very active. It's near Sedona also. So these craft, for example, my experience in 2000 over Hong Kong is the same craft.
The Delta ship.
The same experience I had in Hong Kong with those 20 Chinese and that CEO and governor of the school. In my opinion, it's the same craft. In my opinion, but I could be wrong. But in my opinion, there's an animation of it on YouTube.
Yeah, the V shape.
The V shape.
V-shape
I
with,
had CGI. I had it made and put onto YouTube what we experienced. So, Dr. Lynn Kitai will come and do a workshop. So this is not just a question of going there and listening to somebody. You're doing a workshop with Dr. Lynn Kitai. She's a medical doctor.
So she will tell you
And
exactly
she will tell
what
you
happened.
exactly what happened. And, you can meet and greet and ask her questions, and she'll tell you as it was. And, you can see the film. I mean, it's all there, She has DVDs and, you're going to be meeting the real people.
And she is one of the biggest investigator in Phoenix.
Of this thing, yeah.
Because she actually called to the newspaper and asking where's the report.
Well, she also knows, Governor Fife Symington. When the thing flew over, everybody asked the government, what's going on? And Fife Symington came on and he said, I'll tell you what is going on. And you got somebody dressed up in as an alien.
The alien.
You can give them the link.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah, and the alien, and he said, this is what we saw. And he made a fool of everybody.
Yeah.
10 years later, Fife Symington admitted he was so sorry he did that. He insulted people. He says, yes, as far as he's concerned, this was something extraterrestrial. Governor Fife Symington. You can see this on YouTube.
The guy with glasses.
Fife Symington.
Yes.
He's the
guy,
governor.
the speaker, standing in
on
front
the box.
of the
That's it.
the speech.
Yeah.
And then by the time he speak, and the other guy, wearing the alien shirt.
Yeah.
With the mask, with
Yeah.
the glove and the silver alien,
But
come
10
up.
years later, Fife Symington said he was sorry for playing that trick.
He said that himself.
He said that, yes. You can see him say it. He says, now I'll tell you the truth. You understand?
Wow.
So now you can see Fife Symington telling the truth on YouTube. Yes, it was not the military. Yes, it
It's
wasn't
not the light
flares.
flare. It's not-
It wasn't what we said it was. We were very worried. This was an extraterrestrial craft. You understand?
Yeah, that one is huge. It's really huge and a big news.
Right.
The biggest event
Right. It's the
in
most
the United States.
biggest event.
It happens in 1995. It happens again 1997.
Right.
And then it happens again 2004. And it happens
But
again early this year.
The point is that these people are all my colleagues in the Exopolitics Institute. So on this trip, you have access to all the top credited real researchers. You will hear firsthand, not what this club said, what that group said, what this one said, and this one, yep, like in Hong Kong. I am taking you to share first-hand experience, first-hand from Travis Walton, first-hand from Dongo. You will see UFOs first-hand.
By yourself, by your eyes.
Nothing is going to be through somebody, all first-hand. testimony, first-hand experience. Okay?
Okay.
So to make this happen, it's very hard. We've had to put everything together and share it, and off we go.
Exactly. Oh, and I don't know what else I can say. I mean, compared to Area 51, the Area 51 is really nothing, just like kindergarten,
Yeah.
no playground,
Yeah.
compared to the rest of the tour. Yeah?
You'll see. When you come back, boy, it's going to make a noise.
Okay, once again, 我哋講多一次啊，所有呢個旅程，即係你當賣廣告都好啦，個旅程5萬蚊係包晒所有機票啦、來回機票啦，即係講緊香港同三藩市，即係同拉斯維加斯啊，即係我哋啲內陸機啊、食啊、住啊，全部包晒嘅，即係包晒呢啲入邊嗰啲嘢嘅，咁就所以其實呢個價錢都唔係好貴啊，我覺得都 OK， 都可以接受。當然啊，即係如果譬如有啲朋友係譬如話佢喺美國嘅，或者佢喺加拿大，即係佢話喂，我想 join 你哋，但我冇理由飛翻嚟香港再 join 你飛翻去㗎。咁譬如有啲朋友本身係喺 San Francisco 或者喺 Vegas 嘅，我哋可以獨立同佢安排係喺美國嗰度會面，跟住先至 join 埋一齊起程都得嘅嚇。即係我哋而家係安排緊，因為有啲人 join 咗，即係報咗名嘅係真係譬如佢本身係喺美國嘅。咁咁樣佢冇理由飛翻嚟香港，咁我哋就會喺嗰度同佢哋會面，繼續個旅程咁樣嘅。所以咧，即係呢次嘅我特登點解要揾阿 Neil 上嚟，就係講呢啲資料俾大家聽啦。Okay, we are targeting to start our tour in the middle of October, which is like 12th of October.
Right.
And the last 6 days, 即係我哋6日啊，6 days.And the 6 days is going to be completely change people's mind.
Because we're very focused on what we're going to do. So we go from one thing to the other to the other. This is not a holiday tour. This is not a holiday party. This is serious. This is the real thing.
Yeah.
Let's see how much of this real thing people can take.
Right. Okay. 咁啊，係啦，時間差唔多啦。Once again, thank you again for coming up for MJ13 and
You're
sharing
welcome.all
your informations and your details. And once again, people, if you want to join us, go to the link list on the screen now. Okay, on the screen now, you can see our groups and enter the groups, and then we will know more details. Are we going to have a gathering before the tour? Whoever joined the tour.
Whoever joined the tour, we certainly have to get together. There are
has a meeting.
Certain issues we need to discuss privately with them, yes.
Yeah. The people who joined the tour, who paid the
Yeah.
money. What if the people who pay the money and they pay the deposit, and just in case something happened, for example, they cannot get their visas, or just in case is some reason like we cannot form the tour. For example, if we only have...
I mean, if all of us don't go, then and there's no loss, then we just give back. I mean, we're sharing the benefit of experience, and we're sharing the loss, whatever it is.
Yeah.
This is not a money making scheme. You can't make money out of something like this. So of course, if people can't come, they can't come, and they put money in, we have to just give it back. I mean, there's no reason to keep someone else's money.
I know. I understand.Yeah, that's what people need to know. 即係如果講多一次啦，即係話如果你真係攞唔到 visa 或者係我哋成唔到團呢，我哋係原銀全部退翻晒俾大家嘅。好啦，咁啊今日時間差唔多啦，咁啊希望大家中意今一集嘅 MJ。嗱，下一集要俾啲預告大家先。下一集呢，我哋係會請到一位係差唔多去到接近死亡咗嘅人，然之後復活，跟住所謂復活啦，即係醒翻啦。然之後咧，喺5個月之內咧，將自己嘅身體由一個腐壞晒嘅身體變翻做一個正常嘅人，現兜兜就坐喺卓飛面前，同大家做一集 MJ13 嘅嘉賓。我哋下個星期繼續會有 MJ13，繼續會有一個人，呢位人真係正話我講過嗰位，即係由死亡再翻嚟嘅一位人啦，親身坐喺度同大家講佢死亡之後，即係喺一個瀕死狀態所睇到嘅嘢，所聽到嘅嘢，同埋乜嘢原因令到佢完全翻嚟。Okay, next episode of MJ13, we're gonna have the other ladies who come back from death.
Okay, good.
And share her experience. That is gonna be that is gonna be mind blowing as well。好啦，咁有興趣就去參加呢個 Facebook 啦，呢個 group 啦，咁啊 join 我哋呢個團啦。咁啊 ，thank you again, Neil, for coming up to MJ13 and sharing your stories and everything.
Thank you.
We will see you again very soon.
Good.
OK， 下個禮拜繼續 MJ13係咁，拜拜。